Oh yeah, you know me, the fighting fuck Wyatt, and we're here at Pumpkin Hill. So yeah, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. If you've watched my previous one, which was Charlie Brown All-Stars, I alluded to the fact that this is probably my favorite special of the bunch, at least from the 60s. There are other really good ones later on. I don't want to make you think that we cap out 3 specials in, but this one is really good regardless. Of note, it actually looks pretty good compared to the previous 2, especially Charlie Brown All-Stars, which you don't want to be too mean to. I like that one. It just looked like crap. What is the story for the 2 of you who haven't watched this? Because this is like the second most popular one. Well, the story is about it's Halloween night, and Linus wants to hang out in a pumpkin patch all night and wait for the Great Pumpkin, a character that is exactly like Santa, except for he's a pumpkin, and he comes at Halloween. What's up with that, Linus? You were all against Santa Claus and commercialization just like 2 specials ago. Now you're all for the exact same thing, but just pumpkin spice themed? Get out of here, you faker. In all honesty, yeah, this is clearly just a critique of, like, either making fun of the idea, like, just how silly it is to, like, have faith in anything, or that, like, people treat characters like Santa as if they're as legitimate as, you know, Jesus. And, you know, which, I mean, I know I'm already getting to the shit. We're only like 3 minutes in to this, but, like, yeah, I truly believe that that's the critique that it's going for. It's not like fucking, yeah, fuck you, you stupid Christians. It is more on their side and making fun of, like, this Santa Claus bullshit. These people fucking look at him like he's Jesus. What if somebody did that for Halloween? Wouldn't that be stupid? Though it leads to, like, this really great special. Like, and what is so great about it besides, well, I just love autumn-themed things. One of my favorite shows ever is Over the Garden Wall. I think that's like a perfect show from Cartoon Network. And that's a beautifully autumn-themed thing. Autumn is great because it's the time of the year when it's nice and cool, but it's not too cold. So you can still comfortably walk down the street to the corner store and get some shit. I make fun of Linus a lot, but he's one of my favorite characters because I love just how many weird eccentricities or hypocrisies there are to him. So one thing I love about all of Schulz's writing is that a lot of the characters are just complete contradictory of, like, other aspects of themselves. Like, Schroeder, for example, is somebody who's, like, really into Beethoven and really, you know, I mean, obviously, and he's always, like, playing these beautiful compositions, but it's on a toy piano, so he's still idolizing it in a very, like, childish way, the same way that a little boy in the 50s would idolize, like, a baseball player. So Linus being somebody who's really smart and emotionally sensitive, but also still has a security blanket, and also believes in or has made up this completely absurd Great Pumpkin thing, that's just really funny. It's really compelling comedy. I love the constant additions of rules seemingly arbitrarily. One very controversial take that I have is that this is the first appearance of Snoopy's imagination spots, or at least, like, okay, he had one in the previous special, but this is the first time we see the World War I flying ace. These segments are usually not very bad, and they're cool, but otherwise, like, Snoopy is just not really my favorite character. I get why he's so popular, because he's a cute dog. Like, we'll get to it way down the line, but the Peanuts movie, the one that came out just recently a few years ago, I think that's absolutely fantastic, but I think the weakest parts of that is the stuff with the World War I flying ace, because it feels like it's literally there to just pad out the movie, because, you know, they really can't do too much of an hour-and-a-half long movie about very simple plots that are present in the Peanuts. This is a problem with the original 4 movies as well, but once again, we'll get there. So Linus and Lucy, as in the song Linus and Lucy, aka the Peanuts theme or the Charlie Brown theme or whatever, gets a lot of play in this movie, and it makes sense because it is pretty focused on Linus and Lucy as, like, main characters. Charlie Brown is pretty much like a non-entity in this special, though he does get the famous badge sheet with all the holes cut in it and I got a rock, as well as Sally being an important part because she's with Linus in the pumpkin patch most of the time. And she's, for some reason, absolutely faithful to him. Also, weirdly, confrontational towards him, which seems a little bit out of character, but, whatever. These characters deserve all the depth they can get. Why not? I do love the section of the special where it is just Linus is writing a letter to the Great Pumpkin, and for some reason, 5 kids are just in their house. They just come in what the fuck, kid? You think there's gonna be a Great Pumpkin? Fuck you, you idiot. There's gonna be a goddamn Great Pumpkin. Jesus, guys, chill out. You're coming into his house, or I guess maybe you were invited by Lucy. But either way, isn't it pretty fucking rude to come into somebody's house and talk shit to them directly? It was the 60s, man. Guess it was just a different time. Kids were brutal. Speaking of childhood brutality, this is also the first appearance of the football gag. As in, the most legendary, long-standing gag in Peanuts history. And it's never not funny. I'm serious, there's never a moment where that very simple gag is not funny. Because it's just an absolute monument to just how hopelessly naive and constantly optimistic, no matter what Charlie Brown is. So, you know what? Even if he doesn't get that much to do in this special, he gets that moment, and that's what counts. The true essence of Charlie Brown is in that one gag. But yeah, that about wraps up everything I need to say about this special. I mean, it's legendary. Most of you have probably already watched it. Maybe you just need a refresher course, or maybe you want to watch it again, but you don't want to put in the effort to watch the whole 30 minutes. That's what I'm here for, baby. That's what I'm here for. Search me up on YouTube, you're like,
oh, this guy already did a video talking about it. Might as well listen to him.
Yeah, that's me. That's Wyatt. That's your best friend, Wyatt Phillips, right here. It's got goofs. It's got autumn stuff. It's got that banging jazz piano. It's got the football gag, as I just went over. It's got the World War I flying ace. If you like that, not me, but if you like it, then it's got it. And it's got easily misinterpreted thematic messaging. So join us next time for the exciting special nobody has ever heard of called You're in Love, Charlie Brown. See you there.